What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. Okay, so Geechi Gotti, Adept, a Verb. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's a lot going on, man. Again, I've been out of the loop, but I've been paying attention here and there for what's been going on in battle rap to some degree. So I had a conversation with Adept about this situation to see what was going on. And I asked him what's going on between him and Geechi Gotti and why this led to what it did. Excuse me, I'm still a little bit under the weather, so bear with me, y'all. So he told me that Geechi Gotti made a statement because he was offended that the Champion of the Year money hadn't reached 10,000 like Jay Black be expecting every year because the community wasn't donating. As a result of the community not donating, this is what I'm told. I don't know what's true or not because I hadn't seen the Champion of the Year thing, you know. So as a result of the community not donating, Geechi was offended and made a statement. How can they not donate to the battle rappers that putting on every year basically to entertain them, but yet they be donating money to these channels of weirdos covering snitching and raping and pedophile stuff like that, but you won't donate to this, but they donating to those, you know, to weirdo channels, you know, and giving them money. He got offended in that, seeing that he's one of the guys who cover snitching, raping, and pedophile things on people that's actually have these things on their jacket. He got offended in that and took it personal, especially when he said Gotti made the statement, people who cover that stuff is basically like weirdos. And he like, hold on, how could you say something like that? Don't you address that stuff in your battles? You talk about snitches in your battles. You talk about raping and pedophiling in your battles when you go up against people. And I was like, he said that stuff for real? And Adept was like, yeah, he said that stuff for real. I was like, because he do talk about that stuff in his battles. He talk about snitches in his battles of people who he heard that was snitching and he exposed them. He talks about people who actually been accused of raping and pedophiles in his battles. He spoke out against that on Mav Hoffa. He spoke out against that on Mav Hoffa on the Kiki situation. And come to find out, allegedly to some degree, it might have been not true to some degree. Not only that, let's be honest, he spoke out against me on something that wasn't true. Listen at this.
I'll knock you out, then stop you out till you snag a tooth. Pull out the gun, raise you up, just to pop one in you like Battle Truth. Yeah.
I will snuff you out till you snag a tooth, raise you up, then pop one in you like Battle Truth. That was a lie. You think that man ever apologized to me about that? He was saying that basically I raised a child that was mine, then got her pregnant. But that wasn't even true. First of all, I didn't raise nobody, okay? And, well, I raised my own kids. And to some degree, I can't even really take full credit for that because I was in prison for like 7 years during their lifetime when they was children and needed me the most. But for the most part, I raised mine. But he made that statement and said, then I got her pregnant. And that wasn't true. She ain't had no baby by me. She not pregnant by me. She wasn't pregnant by me. She wasn't my daughter. I proved all of that. But Do you think that man apologized once?
And it's true. At first, I was a fan, but now I'm angry. And you've been up here doing all that cap. Y'all niggas crucified Battle Truth. Even when he provided proof, y'all said he was lying. Norb's casting couch like Harvey Weinstein, but he didn't try to deny it.
See what I mean? I proved all that stuff to be a lie. See that? Look at paperwork. But do you think that brother once apologized for lying on me? For putting something on my jacket that he accusing Adept of doing? He accusing Adept of saying things about him that's not true and him being a snitch. Now, I don't know if he is snitch or not, because I don't know the nature of his crimes and cases that he been committing and doing that he was found guilty of and that he went to jail for. I don't know that. So I'm not going to put nothing on his jacket that I don't know that's not true. But I would say this, the same thing he accusing Adept of doing, he been guilty of himself. He been guilty of himself. And keep in mind, he's a big battle rapper with a big name. And at this time, he's champion of the year. So he said something that he put on me out there that wasn't true in front of the whole entire battle rap community to take it so it can be true. And even when the truth came out that it wasn't true, he never once apologized for it. He never once made it clear, like, you know what? I said something that wasn't true about that man to put that on him like that. But he left it like that to make people believe that it is true, even though it wasn't true. So think about that. Especially when you're saying you're a stand-up guy, you're a genuine dude, you a so-called wouldn't do that to somebody else when you have done it to somebody else. You have done it to somebody else more than once. So you have done it. So you're just as guilty of what you accuse an Adept of because you done it yourself. Keeping it real. And it depends on who you like that you selective to, that you apologize and correct the error. But you didn't do that when it came to me. You left it out there for the people to accept it like it was the truth when it wasn't the truth. You never reached out to me to ask me, and you saw how it dominated battle rap and how I had to not only do it, but I had to bring everybody to the forefront to actually prove my innocence because y'all wasn't willing to accept it.
I was fucking too many people to even know who her daddy is. So with that being said, you're not the daddy.
Right. Okay, now, damn, she was so blatant with that. See that? See what I mean? That was the woman who was literally letting it be known. You're not the daddy. I was fucking so many people, but that's her way of literally letting y'all know the lifestyle she was living that I kept telling y'all about. So I wasn't raising nobody because we already knew. We already knew. She know just like I knew, and the woman in question know. Not a child, a woman. Okay? She know who her real daddy is. She go down and visit him all the time. Okay? This wasn't no secret between the families. The families know. Why you think nobody never came out and said that it was true about me? Why you think that never happened? Why you think that never happened? As big as they family is. You know how big these people's family really is? They got a big family. And they from down south. They got a big down south family. Why you think nobody from their side of the family ever said any of that was true? Because they all knew it wasn't true. They all knew that. I didn't raise nobody as my daughter and got her pregnant. I didn't do that. That's how come they could never find none of that stuff on me at all. But this is what was said to try to slander, shame, scandalize me, and then make it seem as though I was on some weirdo stuff. When in reality, y'all don't even have a clue of what was even going on that I was really protecting people from. That's what y'all don't even get. What I was really trying to protect people from. Okay? But I would say this on some real stuff because I don't give a damn. Because I'm not guilty of nothing. Okay? And the woman in question is a grown woman. Okay? They did some scandalous, shady, backdooring stuff. And I got even as a result of what they did that was shady and backdooring that was going on. Okay? On plotting and, you know, getting down on other dudes type stuff. Okay? That was the real deal that I was trying to protect people from. And at the same time, I took the fall for it as a result of trying to protect them. That's what ended up happening. And I really didn't care because I knew I wasn't guilty of nothing. I knew I didn't do nothing wrong. And I know outsiders who were just running off at the mouth, just talking, didn't even have a clue of what really was going on. But these things were done to actually show who really your friend, who really in your corner, who really waiting for opportunity to present themselves to actually just stab you in the back. So I never really cared because I let it be known out the gate. And that's how come I had everybody in my corner that was relevant, that actually mattered. Not none of these weak third and second parties of just nobodies wanting to build off something that wasn't true. I wasn't raising nobody. The woman already on record letting you know I was raised by my grandmother. That man wasn't never there. That man was ripping and running the streets as a drug dealer in prison. That's clear. That's on record. And she let you know how long I've been dancing on the streets before I was even grown, how much I've been selling my body in the streets. Listen.
I took my mama ID and to go start dancing. That picture is old as hell. I don't know why they dug back that far. I can't tell you why. I don't know, but I don't know why I was chose to be in this story or this topic or the situation for them to destroy this man. But
well, I think partly it's because of, you know, the dancing aspect. I think it makes you an easy target.
I'm knowing is that, but it's always more to it. It's something.
Yeah. No, that's one part of it. The other part is the jealousy.
Right. The jealousy and you being a stripper and a dancer. And that's why they don't give a damn about what she's saying out of her mouth, actually even telling the truth, because they didn't want the truth. They wanted it to be the truth, even though it wasn't the truth. When a woman was already on record letting it be known, I'm a grown woman, okay? Nobody never molested me or touched me like they saying. And these pictures that they pulling up was from when I was a child. And they trying to line it up with this dude to try to destroy him when it's not even true. They didn't want to hear that. So then they start shaming and bashing her for being a stripper. We don't want to hear that. Get up out of here, you prostitute. We want you to lie. And when she wouldn't do it, then she was shamed. And she was disrespected. You see what I mean? And then they still ran with it. They still ran with it. And he still ended up. I'm just being real. We're going to be real. And he still ended up saying this.
I'll knock you out, then stop you out till you snag a tooth. Pull out the gun, raise you up, just to pop one in you like battle truth. Yeah.
See that? And then the crowd get to screaming. Because it's coming from him like it's real. When it ain't even real. And I snapped on him about that. But I'm not going to play with my name like that. But do you think he apologized? All the evidence out here, all the information, all the truth. Do you think he apologized? No, he didn't. Where's the baby? What baby? Where's the baby? What baby? You say raise him up, pop one in. That was saying a baby. Because that's what they were saying. Oh, he got a pregnant. She having his baby. She had his baby. Verb tried to say that too. That's why I be lighting him up too. You think any one of them talk all this real stuff about I'm real this, I'm real. You think any one of them apologize? Easy to block Captain too. That's why that's why I light them clowns up. That's why I light them up. And I don't sympathize with them because I know that stuff fake what they talking about. They always trying to talk about not putting things and not putting stuff on other people's jacket. Yeah, you selective on who that means. You don't care about doing it to somebody who you don't like or who you don't care about. If you real, period. If you real, period. So the same thing y'all accused him of, y'all guilty of. Period. Because you are. And all the proof is showing it. Like I just did again. They didn't want to hear the truth. They wanted to lie. And then even when they put it out there, they never come back as men and be like, I was wrong for saying that about that man. I apologize. They don't do that. They don't do that. They'd be like, so what? I don't care. I said it. And okay, good. So then don't care when I get the bombing and blasting on you. Period. And that's why I'm not sympathetic on topics and situations like this, because I know they guilty of it too. I'm just real enough not to put that on people that I don't know if it's true about them or not. I'm different. So yeah, they guilty of it too. So the same thing he accusing Adept of, he's guilty of. Now, you can't get around stuff like that. And I'm not taking no sides. I'm just telling the truth. And I just showed y'all the truth. And I just showed y'all the proof. Now, do you think that man look, and he saw this before. It ain't like he don't know this. Ain't like he ain't never saw this before. And I spoke to that man on more than one occasions. One of my first interviews I did on the radio was with Geechi. I'm the one who was telling him, bro, when you in these battles, stop looking down. Look your opponents in the eye because it takes away from your believability. I told him that in an interview. And going into his Shotgun Suge battle, that's when he started getting even more confident. Because remember, he used to didn't look his opponents in the eye. When he'll be rapping, he'll be looking down. And I knew that he wasn't comfortable. And that was a sign of maybe stage fright. I ain't gonna say he was afraid of the rappers, but he probably wasn't comfortable with the crowd. But I talked to him and I was telling him that, and I was giving him pointers and advice on how to be a better battle rapper. And I started telling him about that. And his exact words to me was, that's real. That's real conversation right there. I'm going to start doing that. And that's what he started doing, looking his opponents in the eye. Okay? That's real. I ain't got to lie on none of these brothers. I tell the truth. Okay? So again, I don't pick sides. If you're saying something about somebody and it's not true, it's wrong, no matter who you are. Wrong is wrong. That goes for anybody. But again, the same thing that he accusing Adept of, he been guilty of himself. Period. Lying on people's name, putting things on their jacket because you did it to me. You did it to me. Okay? And you didn't correct it, and you didn't apologize for it. I don't care. All the times you go on live, all the time you have your no studio on, all the times you do interviews, you could have easily cleared that up. You could have cleared that up in the DM. You could have cleared that up on the tweet, but you never did. So now when it says something about you, you mad and offended. Okay. That's how somebody else feel when you do the same thing to them. However, again, I don't know the nature of his background. I don't know if he really told on some guys or not. I don't know that. I don't know what proof Adept and them have, because I know Adept and them will go in depth into your background. They will find that paperwork on you if it's any paperwork on you out here. So if he do have any snitching in any type of way from the guys I know that find that paperwork, okay? If it's out there, they may find it. If it's not, you're not going to find it. But I would be a fool to say what a person did or what a person didn't do when I don't know who they are. I don't know their background. I don't know the nature of their background or what they do. I don't care how real they make themselves seem on these cameras. You don't know a person's personal life. You don't know that. Just like a person don't know mine. But like I told people from the get-go, I defend myself. My fan base and supporters, y'all don't have to defend me on things that's said about me. I defend myself. And if it's true about what's said about me, then I deserve what's being said about me. I deserve it. I deserve it. If I really did rape women, I deserve everything that a person say to me. I deserve it. I shouldn't even be on the internet. I shouldn't. Let me tell you something. When people got these things on their jacket, the last place you should come to and wanting to be important and wanting to be a face and wanting to be a brand is the internet, because it's going to come up about you. So I don't get how people have these things. If you rape women, why would you want to be on the internet? Why would you want to be somebody popular when you know love and hate come with this? Just like you're going to have people that love you, you're going to have people that hate you. You're going to have people that want to see you fall. You're going to have people that want to see you rise. But they are going to look into your background. They are going to look into your background. Ain't no way possible you're going to be a internet name and people ain't looking into your background. They're going to do that. So I don't see how people have that mess in their background but want to be the face of the internet. That's stupid and foolish to me. You figure if you doing all that stuff, stay off the internet. Stay off the internet. So I don't know. And I know that he got into it with Verb because Verb was watching Adept break down what may have been going on behind the scenes. And Adept was making it sound so convincing that Verb said, man, God, this case he building up on you, man. But Adept gonna have to show some paperwork. But it's 6 more, y'all. My only thing about that was, even though Verb cleared it up, but I'm just gonna be real. Verb, you know what you was doing. You only cleared it up because Gotti took offense to it. And he was talking about putting hands on you. And you try to make it seem like you didn't really mean what you meant. And that's not true. That's not true. Because when you actually look at the text message of what was being said, how you said it, regardless to how you said it, you actually did co-sign what was going on. Not only did you co-sign what was going on, again, here's the thing in your ignorance. Here's the thing in your ignorance. And I ain't going to even say in your ignorance because you knew exactly what you were doing because you also wanted to promote what you were doing. See, that's what I mean. I'm a realist. I'm not finna play these games, man. I am a realist. When breaking this down, I am a realist. Let's look at his text message. Did Verb mean what he said? Or was he really that ignorant? And look at what he says. Or was he really that ignorant? Was he really ignorant of what he was saying? Or did he really know what he was saying? Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Shouts out to Battle Rap Trap for this. He got the whole thing on here. But let me just show y'all. Look at what Verb said right here. Verb said, Adept. Watch this. Adept is making. Hold on. Oh, it's just change. Verb said right here. Adept is making a crazy case on Gotti for sure. See that line right there? Shows you that you knew what you were talking about. or you wouldn't even have to say nothing at all. Why go public on Twitter to make a statement like this? Hold on, wait. I should have put Paul. I don't know why this playing. Okay, look. He said Adept is making a crazy case on Gotti for show. See what I mean? See that? He making a crazy case on Gotti for show. Now, what you doing, because you got a big fan base, you just gave this like, and what you're doing is allowing people who don't follow Adept or don't rock with Adept go over to his channel to see what you're talking about. So now you just made this grow even more. That's what you did. And Gotti know this. Then you said, but Adept has to get his paperwork unsealed to close the deal, though. See that? To close the deal. So in other words, you got something going on. You got something going on there. But we need the paperwork for you to close the deal. So he definitely heavy invested in what Adept was presenting. Then he said, that's the key to putting a tag on somebody, having the paperwork. But what you said is entertaining, and it's actually raised a lot of questions and doubt. But at the end of the day, you're going to need that paperwork. So you is adding to this. But then he says, but hear me on this. It's 6 more in battle rap. See, when you say 6 more, you actually even furthermore co-signing what Adept is saying, whether it's true or not. Because you said it's 6 more in battle rap. So it's not only Gotti, it's 6 more. See that? And you're not stupid. You're not doing this in ignorance, but you backpedaled because Gotti ended up threatening you when he said this. For one, champ, it ain't no sealed paperwork and ain't no crazy case on me. See, here's the thing about Gotti. And there's one thing I liked about Gotti as a battle rapper. He do talk real talk. He do talk that stuff you can relate to. When he make this statement right here and he says this, he peeped everything you did. He peeped it. He said, show me sealed paperwork. And I got co-defendants. So if they stuff not sealed, just look they stuff up. It's simple. And you gonna make me go across your chin for playing because he hiding. Okay? So Verb comes back on spaces like he didn't mean what he really said. You taking it out of context. I didn't mean that. Then why say something at all? Why say something at all if that's the case? Why even give it light if you didn't mean that? You did mean it, okay? You did mean it. You meant it. We're not going to play them games. You only saying that because Geechi threatened you, and let it be known we supposed to be in Houston together. Geechi said, if I see one more tweet from you co-signing this or about this, when I see you in Houston, I'm hitting you in your mouth. And he said, this, I ain't going to say nothing else on this at all. I'm going to leave it like that, but I'm letting you know that's what I'm going to do. Then Verb got to, no, I wasn't even really meaning it like that. I was just trying to say that. No, you said what you said, and there go the text up there. The moment you said Adept is building a crazy case for show, come on, bro. We're not going to play these games. We're not going to play these games, okay? And then you wanted to put your spin on it so that it could go to when you going live and you touch on it, you was building on what they were talking about. But you was going to build on your thing. It's 6 more of them. 6 more. So besides Gotti's, it's 6 other ones. See what I mean? So you just saying, now we need to see the paperwork and the deal is sealed. So come on, bro. We're not going to play these games. We're not going to play these games. So you knew. And you wasn't meaning it this way. I was meaning it this way. Look what I really meant. No, I don't care what you meant. I know what you said. There's a difference between what you meant to say and what you did say. Okay? I don't care about what you meant. I know what you said. See the difference? See the difference? That's the difference. So yeah, I get that part. Now, Gotti and Adept supposed to be boxing. Now, Adept said that he the one that actually put it out there first. I saw a tweet that Gotti said to Suge, I want Adept. Adept said he ain't got no problem with doing it. And he would do it. And he would box Geechi. I'm all for that. If you brothers can't settle y'all differences, I'm for that. I would rather see y'all box. Because the thing about these things, it get people hurt. One thing Gotti can't do that he said he can do, you can't stop the power of this internet. And let me give you some advice, brother. You will lose in this situation because you the face. You the one that got more to lose in this situation. The things you doing, this is what Adept is empowered on. Okay? You lose this. You don't blog as much as him. You don't go as hard as him. And he do have a following that you can't stop. Period. You see how he building? You see how you was saying things like, oh, they giving him money. You see how he used that to his advantage? He said, yeah, you right. They giving me money. I'm finna do a live and I'm finna say how much money I want and I'm gonna meet my quota. At the same time, bombing on you. And that's exactly what happened. He went live, put up the quota of financing that he wanted to make on that live. He made it before that live was even over. Because people don't like you, bro. Everybody don't like you. You got your following that like you, but then you got another following who don't like you. That's how this internet works. You can't shut nobody down. You can't make nobody not listen and watch nobody because everybody don't like you. Everybody don't like you. And it ain't going to happen. This is the internet. There's a following for everybody on this internet. No matter what you do, there's a homosexual following, there's a pedophile following, there's a rapist following, there's a shoot 'em up following, there's a drug addict following, cosmetic following, kids following. You can't stop nobody on the internet. The internet is undefeated, and it will destroy you if you're not smart and wise enough to know how to move within it. You are a big name. You have a lot of connections. You giving this energy only hurts you and grow another person's brand. You lose in this situation. You see the people who were donating? You know what they were saying to people who were donating to him? You know what they were saying? Get that clown. Get on that clown. Smoke that clown. Talking to you. But at the same time, donating him money. So you can't shut him down. Everybody don't like you. And the people that rock with him don't like you. And he got thousands of followers. They don't like you. So when he went live on you, look, you got rappers in there that don't like you. Think about that. You had rappers in there, battle rappers in there who don't like you, that was enjoying themselves on what he was saying about you. Think about that. That's how this thing came up with Verb. He was enjoying the content that Adept said about you. That's why he said this. Look, this is why he said this. He was enjoying what was being said. Look at what that says. Adept is making a crazy case on Gotti for sure. So everything Adept was saying in that live, he was rocking with. He was entertained by it. He watched the whole thing to the point it moved him so much, he had to go to Twitter and let people know about it. He had to go to Twitter and let people know about it. And I get you, Gotti. I get what Gotti said. Gotti like, this don't even make no sense. How is it that you sitting up here co-signing the same guy who was talking about you, who was calling you a faggot, who was saying you suck dick, who was saying that your mama gay, and you sitting up here going on Twitter doing it because he's speaking against me? And let's keep it real, Gotti, you was even in there watching it. Rightfully so. It was about you. You wanted to hear everything he was saying about you. So think about that. You wasn't the only battle rapper in there. A lot of battle rappers was in there. You think they like you? Yeah, some of them smile around you. Some of them act like you the homie, you the bro. But in reality, they want this for you. They want this to be true about you. They want this to be true about you. But you will not beat Adept on this internet because you don't do it by which he does it, by which he is established. They done took down 3-4 channels of that man, and in less than 2 days, he right back to where he was when they took down his channel. Think of that. Think about that. They took his channel down 3-4 times. And within 2-3 days, he was right back like it never left with the same subscribers and followers. You can't beat nobody on this internet. You can't tell these people who to watch and who don't watch. People wake up faithfully wanting to watch him. He have built relationships with people on this internet, entertaining them for years. You think you finna take that away? You think you finna stop that? That ain't how this internet work. Just like they can't stop it if it was about you. You can't stop it for somebody else. Sad thing about it is we think we own these channels that belong to the people who let us borrow it, who let us use it. We don't own none of these social media platforms. That's why, hey, I got to give props to the URL and them. They started their own app. They own their own stuff. They got their own app. And if them white folks can do it, we can do it. And that's what the URL did. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to have our own app. And that's what they did. We don't own these stuff. We don't own YouTube and Twitters and Facebooks. We don't own that stuff. This belongs to them people. They own this stuff. They let us use it, and they make money off us. YouTube get half the super chat donations, half. YouTube get half of the sponsorship money that you get from the YouTube checks, and YouTube get paid the money for you subscribing to premium so that commercials don't come across your channel. They getting paid off us from every angle. And YouTube get paid to protect your channel. You got to pay them to protect your channel. So even the little that they giving you, they still eating off of it. So you a YouTube partner, so they get 50-50 off the bat. Anytime somebody donate to you, they get half of that. Then if you don't want commercials, you got to pay another $20 out of what they giving you to keep commercials off your. And if you scared somebody going to take your channel down from what you say, you got to pay them for protection, another 20% of what you getting from them that they already just cut and took from you. You talking about pimping. Come on, man. Stop it, man. Brothers better wake up. Brothers better wake up. I'd rather for you brothers to box it out than shoot it out, because there's always going to be people involved. And just like Gotti, you got people who you said were calling you up saying, I do this. See, that's another danger of this internet. This internet's so dangerous. When you become popular and you have a following and you have a fan base, you got people that'll put work in for you, even if you don't want to. They'll do it for you. They'll voluntarily do it for you just to get close to you. You got people who will do that for you. Adept got people who will do that for him. Make no mistake about it. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about, because I got people that'll do it for me. Even unbiased got people who would do it for him. When you become popular on the internet, when you have a following on the internet, you have diehard supporters who literally will risk it for you just to be cool with you. And that's why brothers have to be focused, humble themselves, regulate their anger, and understand what the internet is. The internet is just what it is. It's the internet. You're not going to stop people from talking about you, period. And when you say, stop talking about me, you make people want to talk about you. You're going to build up channels for people. When you say, don't speak against me, when somebody playing on my name, I don't like that. You're going to make people want to speak about you, to play with your name, because now they see you're going to entertain them. Now they see you're going to help build their channels. That's what happened to me when I first came in the game, and I didn't know that. I was so much of a street dude, wasn't used to people disrespecting me, that when people would come out saying something against me, I don't care if they were little or big, when I would address them and say something about them, I was building up their channels. It's people who literally build up major followings behind what I said, that if I never said nothing, they wouldn't even have no channels. But because I said something, because I didn't know about this internet and how it worked, I didn't know how trolling went, I literally built up people channels and literally became blogging wars. That's what blogging wars is. Battle truth. That's what it is. I'm the one that actually is the reason for blogging wars. Literally. Because of these same things I'm talking to you about. Somebody saying crazy stuff, lying. I got to come on there, clean up the lie. Without knowing they've been doing that on purpose. So I can mention them. Now, because I'm the one people watching. I'm the one got the majority of the followers and the energy. So when a no-namer say something, then it get wind of me, and people see that's another thing. People instigate sending it to you. Hey, did you hear what he said about you? Did you hear? Because they want to be entertained by the drama. They want to be entertained by the beef. They want to hear the threats. They want to hear the roasting. They want to hear the disrespect. So they're going to look into your enemies, inbox you what your enemy said, send you clips of what they said, so it can bother you, so you can address what they said, so that they can be entertained by it and say, oh, he got that from me. I sent him that. And they're going to keep doing it because they want to be entertained by it. At your own shame, at your own embarrassment. And it don't stop because it's going to always be somebody else. It's going to always be somebody else. It's going to always be somebody else. It's a line. It's a line of people waiting to get involved. Look, can't you see that's why Verb got involved? He couldn't just sit back and let you and Adept go back and forth. He wanted to put in 2 cents in on it. He wanted to say something. And other people wanted to say something. Other people wanted to say something. Because they want to be involved too. That's another reason how a lot of them blogging wars happen with me. While I'm bombing on another dude, then somebody else want to say something. Somebody else want to put their 2 cents in. Then I'm bombing on them. Then somebody else. Then I bomb on them. Then somebody else. Then I bomb on them. Everybody like, woo, he's bombing on them dudes. And now they channel growing because people want to hear their response. Then they come back to me, want to hear mine. Then they go back to them, want to hear theirs. And I'm building a channel, building a channel, building a channel. They just capitalized off my channel. Come on, man. Brothers better wake up. Better open your eyes. You can't stop this internet. Why you think Jay-Z never say nothing? You know how many Jay-Z videos out here about him and all type of stuff? Why you think LeBron them never say nothing? You don't see that? You don't think they see this? Because they told by people who get paid for their best interest to tell them, don't say nothing. Don't give it no energy. Because when you say something, you give it power. Why you think Kevin Durant had them fake? He couldn't help himself. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the industry got fake profiles that they under. Because sometimes you just don't want to hear people talking against you. You want to say something. I wouldn't doubt that he got fake profiles, fake accounts. But he don't use his real name. He don't use his real account where it can get back to him. So if you brothers gonna box it out and duke it out, and y'all could do it without nobody hurting themselves, I want to watch it. I want to see it. I want to watch it. I want to see it because I know Adept on record a few times, out and about. He on camera fighting with no mercy. He on camera getting it in with Smoke in New York. He on camera riding around threatening other people. I'm out here. I'm right here. I don't know. I mean, but hey, it is what it is. If they could just box it out, it is what it is. But again, man, this internet is very messy. You got to be smart. You got to just, I'm trying to tell you, man, you got to be smart. It is what it is. I'm just telling you, y'all brothers need to be wise, man. But the enemy don't sleep. The enemy do not sleep. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's in question. Is yours. If Shotgun Suge able to land the Geechi Gotti and Adept boxing match, celebrity boxing match, I'm definitely watching it. I'm definitely buying it. Me personally, I don't know. I don't think it might go down. It depends. But what I would tell you is, you brothers better be mindful, man. You brothers better be mindful. And remember, man, it ain't just y'all two involved in this. Y'all get y'all people and supporters involved in this. And at the end of the day, y'all need to just be the better man. Y'all just need to be the better man. Brothers need to get to the point that when they wrong somebody and they wrong about what they say, that they apologize for the wrong that they do. We live in an era where people find that hard to do. People find that hard to do. If I wronged you and I did something as a man, that go to show how strong I am. I have no problem saying, you know what? I apologize, brother. I was out of pocket. I've done that many times. And I know that ain't going to be the last time. As a sinner, I'm flawed. And I don't got everything right. And sometimes people do get on my nerve. They do irritate me. But you know what? I'm not finna go to hell for nobody. The Bible say, forgive that you may be forgiven. If you do not forgive others, your Father in heaven will not forgive you. And I'm not finna go to hell for my enemies. That's the last thing I'm gonna do. It's bad enough. Bad enough, you my enemy. You think you finna take me to hell too? Guess what? I forgive you. I'm just ain't gonna let you get close to me. Whatever you say, none of that stuff bothers me. As long as you don't physically touch me, as long as you don't take nothing from me, that don't bother me. You can keep on yapping all you want. It is what it is. I'm not finna go to hell for you, brothers. And God has blessed me in my life so much that I ain't finna let you hinder and stop my blessings. So guess what? You can continue to be a fool. You continue to do what you do because it'll be somebody else next. But I ain't finna let you take me down. So guess what? I forgive you, brother. Continue on with whatever you're doing. That's how I learned to live. And you know what? That's what works for me.
Bustin' no streets for you, so leave me waiting on you. Bustin' no streets for you, so leave me waiting on you. Bustin' no streets for you, so